Imagine wanting to come to work every day.
This is an organization that cares about individuals, it cares about people.
A place where no one watches how many hours you put in.
I can say here, we don't punch time clocks.
I've completed 192.
Where you're encouraged to take risks.
Okay, great.
If you ever get the itch where you start to feel bored, it's pretty easy to contribute in another area.
A company where all 8,600 workers who make hundreds of products at plants scattered around the world are never called employees, but always associates. And for higher-ups, you use the word leader, not boss.
Right, we don't like the boss word either. What we try to do is have a common focus on the Gore culture.
Terry Kelly is one of the few here with a formal title. She is president and CEO at W.L. Gore and Associates.
About 10 years after the company was founded, the founder's son invented Gore-Tex fabric, which
Trained as an engineer, she was elevated in part because her peers supported her. And she says she leads by consensus, not fiat.
People understand you're only a leader if you have people that are willing to follow you. And it isn't assumed that because you're a leader, you have all the knowledge.
It's your extended family because we are here for so long.
Associates even help decide how much everyone gets paid. Innovation is encouraged. Take one worker in the medical division who played guitar and had problems with his strings.
As soon as the oils from his hands or fingers got on the strings, it would lose the tone.
He asked a friend in another division for help and got back some specially produced strings.
And that's what launched Elixir Guitar String. And that's obviously a very successful part of the Gore portfolio today.
He did it!
Of course, not every good place to work looks like quite as much fun as NetApp in Sunnyvale, California, #1 on this year's Fortune list. Employee satisfaction seems to be as high on the menu as the company's commercial purpose, computer data storage. People who work here are actually told, get a life.
They encourage us to do volunteer work. They encourage us to spend time with families.
I mean, sometimes just showing appreciation, it's part of the two-way interaction of humans. Do you mind if I crash your meeting?
Not at all. Dave Hitz, who co-founded NetApp in 1992, firmly believes the bottom line is helped by happy workers.
That's cool. When someone's motivated, when they're engaged, they'll do 5 times as much. If they understand where the company's going, where they're trying to get to, and they feel good about it, magic happens.
But Hitz says the all-for-one, one-for-all culture here is not for everyone.
We value teamwork over prima donnas. A super smart person who can't get along with other people, who insists on taking all of the credit, who causes bad feelings around him or her, I don't think people like that are worth it.
Hard to start, but here we go, we're coming around.
Delighted as workers here seem to be, they are not immune to the current economy. Layoffs hit about 6% of NetApp's 8,000 employees last month. But along with the bitter was some sweet.
And we went way beyond on the severance package at what we were legally required to do. So it's certainly not a good or a happy thing, but I still think, even given that, it's something that you can do with a sense of compassion.
And even in places like Gore, where there have been no layoffs so far, CEO Terry Kelly says that running a great place to work is not an end in itself.
Having a great, strong culture for culture's sake is not going to ensure our success as an enterprise. If we're not creating innovative products that our customers and consumers value, there will be no Gore enterprise.
Still, what surprises people who produce good products at happy places is why more companies haven't caught on. Maybe you ought to ask your boss.